So, and the best teams are the ones that deal with that pressure the best, and then they'll get in and they'll
Torquay, Sutton and Stockport have all dealt with the pressure already today. Can Hartlepool and or Chesterfield pick up important, precious points here this evening?
Second bottom. Since then, they've taken 50 points from a possible 78. That's a stunning impact, isn't it?
Well, it's a magnificent impact, and we almost talk about Chesterfield season after season, that they gain momentum towards the end of seasons and then they don't start seasons well. I think he's gone in there and almost felt that over the last 3 seasons since being relegated, they've almost had the same squad of players for 3 managers, and I think now he's just decided to rip up the book and bring in his own players from Gloucester City, who we know, and players from lower down, the likes of Joel Taylor, who's coming from Chester, not afraid to go lower down into those leagues and find players to come up, and what they've done, they've stepped up. They're a really, really good side now. Both sides like to press, so we're hoping that the counter for both teams will be a real way out to try and find that goal.
Yarni watching Armstrong closely. Ferguson has a fantastic left foot, and he will take this corner for Hartlepool, and it was Holohan, and just kept out, but that wasn't. And Hartlepool in front here. Rhys Oates was there to apply the finish after initially a great save by Smith, but he couldn't keep out the second effort, and it's an early lead inside 5 minutes for Hartlepool.
Well, we always knew this game was going to start fast, and certainly Hartlepool have come out the traps there. Holohan across the near post. It's a decent save, it's a good save there from Grant Smith, but Rhys Oates is in the right place at the right time just to tap that one in, reacting to that second phase of play. Disappointment from Chesterfield to concede from a set play, but it's a brilliant, brilliant start for Dave Challoner's side.
In brilliant form in front of goal as well, Rhys Oates. That's 7 goals in 9 games for Chesterfield against Wrexham as well, recently on a scouting mission. Kerr. Sterry with the header for Hartlepool. They've worked their way out of a tight spot really well there, and now it's Holohan able to bring it forward. Ferguson to his left. Shelton's done well here, and the chance to hit it, and a good save, and it almost struck for Armstrong. Ferguson with the cross, and again Armstrong couldn't apply a significant touch, and Kerr got it clear.
Great play down that right-hand side. I just thought Ferguson maybe would have taken the shot on. Composure there, another decent save there from Smith, because he parries it away from goal. Just maybe Ferguson could have gone towards goal, maybe got a deflection. 3 players surrounding the 6-yard box. That's
Hartlepool who've got the decision. Promised land, and he's so important, the captain in that midfield.
You certainly look at that spine of the team, don't you? Liddell, when he's fit, been absolutely outstanding. Featherstone in that midfield area. Armstrong leading the line as well.
Liddell, somebody with previous promotion-winning experience with Hartlepool in his first spell with the club.
So not too much in that foul for me.
Presents an opportunity to Chesterfield as they seek an equaliser here, the Spyrites, and it's Joel Taylor, signed from Chester back in December. He'll take it. He's with Stoke as a youngster. Plenty forward for the Spyrites. It's too close to Ravas. Fairly comfortable take for him.
Yeah, disappointing that. You haven't really had too much joy in the game and not really created too many chances. Your set play almost seems your best outball.
Hartlepool on the counter-attack. Holohan's ball into the box. Now, was there a push there? Certainly a few appeals there from the Hartlepool players as Rhys Oates looked to try and bend one.
Just one of those shots you just try and quickly get out your feet and try and bend it into that right-hand side of the goal, but it's a decent counter-attack. There's certainly contact there, isn't there? Carlisle was the player there that stopped Shelton going through. There's certainly a case there, isn't there? Gets goal side of him, brings him down. It's a lazy challenge there from the Chesterfield defender.
player who put in the cross there, one of the centre halves, Little. Cass. Armstrong. Sterry's done well. Cross just a little too high.
Well, certainly getting decent areas down that right-hand side, Jamie Sterry's one that's...
Oily. Kerr. Plenty on the edge of the box here, Chesterfield. How much, Adam, does it change the approach with someone like Danny Rowe? Because he isn't your typical centre-forward, is he? In the, as we saw at Fylde, he's a type of player who likes to wander, likes to be almost given a free role, if you like. He'll drop into the midfield at times. I mean, there are even times when he's playing for Fylde when he seems to drop even deeper than that. So how does that affect it for the players around him who are used to a style of play?
Well, exactly, I think it's a good point that you make there, that he almost he doesn't play as like a natural centre-forward where...
Well, Sterry here with the great first touch. Armstrong's there! Well, he didn't apply any touch, but crucially, Yarni did. An own goal. And Hartlepool doubled their lead here. Brilliant play. Down that right-hand side where they've looked a threat throughout. And Yarni inadvertently turns it into his own net.
Well, it's certainly a goal that Hartlepool deserved. Just had to be patient for this. Just maybe Carline was playing Sterry on. Brilliant run there. And it's a horrible, horrible ball for Yarni to defend against. You've got Armstrong behind you. You're facing towards your own goal. Just puts it into that area. Just try and get something on as a defender. Knowing that the centre-forward is behind you. It's an unfortunate own goal for the centre-half to give away, but I have to say, it's certainly a deserved goal from Hartlepool.
Yeah, they have been much the better side in this first half. Just some treatment being applied. I think it's to Shelton. You were talking, Adam, just before the goal about Rowe and the way that maybe it has to have changed the way that Chesterfield plays, surely. And I mean, have we seen a bit of that in this first half?
Well, we certainly have done. I mean, Asante's a player that has been lost through injury. Denton's been a player lost through injury, but they kind of play those central roles, don't they? And they play around them. He's a player that does need service, and you almost have to build your side around him slightly. It's not a detriment against him in terms of him as a player, but you can only play one type of way, and that's just really in the final third, that if you're getting good service in these areas now, he can be dangerous.
5 minutes of this first half remaining, and this is his sort of range. Exactly the sort of range that Dave Challoner didn't want to see his former player with an opportunity to strike on goal. For a lot of players, this would look too far out, but we know from experience it isn't for Danny Rowe. How they need a lift, a lifeline, Chesterfield. Been a rather lacklustre first half from the Spireites. Only one thought it would seem in Rowe's minds. All sorts of dip and swerve on that, and what a chance it was from the rebound. The whistle's already gone, but that was swerving all over the place from Rowe.
That was a great save there from Ravis, because it's one of these ones that just moves so quickly, and he strikes it so well. As you mentioned, for most people it's quite far out, but for Danny Rowe, it's one of the ranges that he can strike through it. It's Chesterfield's first chance of the game. It's a good decision there from the linesman. It's a horrible one for Ravas. They keep a decent line, strikes it brilliantly, moves awfully for the goalkeeper.
Little gets it clear for Hartlepool. Oates getting back to his feet. was the man who opened the scoring. Own goal has doubled Pool's lead. So a few minutes of this first half remaining as Nicky Featherstone prepares to take the free kick. Movement from Little. That's who it's laid towards. It's a great pull back by him, and surely it's a third. How's that stayed out? It's not now. It's in from Armstrong. And what a day Hartlepool are having here. 3-0 up before half-time. Armstrong, their top scorer, adds another one, and no wonder he's smiling.
Well, it's a great run there from Little to the far post. Puts it back into a brilliant area. Houlihan missed that. I do not know. But this is what Armstrong's all about. Right place at the right time to make up for the mistake. Disappointing though from Chesterfield to concede now 2 from set plays. But it's been a magnificent first half for Dave Challoner's side.
Well, he was given a rest, Luke Armstrong, by Dave Challoner. In the game against Wealdstone, he was an unused sub. It was the first time he'd been left out of the side since arriving on loan from Salford. It just meant, and it was really part of the plan for Dave Challoner, Adam, that they just took him out of the spotlight, as Dave put it, gave him a rest, because they said they wanted him really fit and firing and hungry for the closing stages of the season. And he's someone who just comes alive in the 6-yard box, isn't he?
Well, he does, isn't he? He's a real poacher. Slightly fortunate in terms of Haaland hitting the post and it falling to him, but look back at the goals that he scored since he's come into the football club. Just a fox in the box, isn't he?
Oates with the shot this time. 12 each for them now in the National League this season.
People will certainly talk about Dave Challoner's side. Can they cope with the pressure? They've been absolutely brilliant in this first half. Everyone to a man. They've dominated possession. They've pressed well in the final third, taking their opportunities and chances out wide well. Limited Chesterfield to 1 shot really from Danny Rowe from a free kick.
Final minute of the first half that Chesterfield keen for that half-time whistle to get in and regroup. Little with the header, and a goal kick is given.
Coming on, and also one enforced change, as we suspected, for the home side. Lewis Cass, who took that bang in the first half, forced off as a result of that injury, and Zane Francis Engel is coming on to replace him. So a change, a piece
on the ball, then you're not going to see him in that final third. He certainly is a player of quality. I do think he can score more. I do think he can be slightly better in front of goal. But he's certainly a real talent, given the ball in good areas.
Hartlepool on the front foot right at the start of this second half. No let up in their appetite for more goals. They've been incredible at home this season. Hartlepool have already won 12 home National League games this season, more than any other sides, unbeaten at the Vic in 2021. They've got a corner with which to threaten here. Holohan. Weston with the ball to the edge of the box. Sterry with the header. Told Nathan Tyson did just go straight down the tunnel. Oyaliki. Danny Rowe to get it. Shooting opportunity. Out came Ravas. Noticeable about Chesterfield's play today is that Carline has not really had much opportunity to get forward. Rowe. Ordinarily, Carline is up and down the right-hand side. Offers a threat going forward as well as defending well when he has to. Mandeville with the layoff. Oyaliki. Carline. Regularly covers 11.5 kilometres a game, Carline. Clark, it's a good block, and it will be a corner kick. That's better, though, from Chesterfield.
It's the first time it's taken 60 minutes, Adam, for Chesterfield to have any real possession in Hartlepool's final third, where they've gone down one side and then they've gone down the other side. Seen Carline get further up the field. Just haven't done that anywhere near enough in this game so far. But again, another big block there from the experienced Liddell at the back.
Here comes the corner then. It's good delivery, and it's one back. And it's a former Hartlepool player, Fraser Kerr, who's given Chesterfield a lifeline here from a set piece. They make it 3-1.
I think it's certainly deserved for their second half performance so far. Disappointing defending again there. Just got that little run there on Rhys Oates. Had him right at the start of that corner, just got a little yard there, got above Liddell. Disappointing goal to give away for Dave Challoner's side, but certainly a goal deserved by Chesterfield in their second half performance.
Set piece for Hartlepool to defend, and that was another chance, wasn't it? Well, Fraser Kerr had the opportunity there to go for goal himself, and it was a great chance.
Absolutely huge chance there for Fraser Kerr. It's a long ball, you shouldn't be getting a free header from that far a distance out. Rhys Oates again that's struggling against him. It's twice now the centre-half's got the header against him. Gasco towards goal. He's been slightly too unselfish there to...
Oiliki. Nice layoff to Mandeville. That's great feet from him as well. Lovely bit of skill there from Mandeville.
Some of the substitutes that James Rowe has made in this second half have made a difference. Been positive, they've asked more questions of Hartlepool, but they needed that in the first half, Adam.
Mandeville. A great ball for Carline. Oates with a chance to use his pace here, and he's got Armstrong and marked on the edge of the box. Well, maybe held on to it too long there. The pass was on for Armstrong, who's completely unmarked.
He did really, really well originally because Yanni went to try and win it. Got too tight to him, he got spun, and then he was away. And it's just the decision-making, isn't it, in that final third area. Make the decision to go towards goal, have a shot. I think the pass was probably on more than him going himself, because Armstrong was in absolute acres of space. Then it just got caught under his feet a little bit there, but so quality covering challenge there from Lawrence Maguire. Got injured though for his troubles.
Well, James Rowe, Karen Mitchell's going to be brought on. Rowley. Oiliki, Rowe. Clark. It's dropped nicely on the edge of the box, and the shot wide in the end from Mandeville, but he's definitely made a difference since coming on at half-time.
Yeah, he's done well, hasn't he? Just his work rate and that bit of quality in the final third, which certainly been lacking in that first half. Playing on that right side, but naturally wants to drift into the centre areas.
Substitute for Hartlepool at the goal from 29, Luke Armstrong.
So Luke Armstrong will get a rest for the final stages of the game. But he got himself on the score sheet again here, and it's Harvey Saunders who makes his debut as somebody blessed with
3-3 at the start of the season. The timing of Armstrong's signing coming in, finding the back of the net when he first arrived. There's a real balance to this squad.
And it's yet another victory for Dave Challoner. We are right in this title race, Hartlepool. 3 wins in a row, 16 games unbeaten, 13 without defeat at home. The numbers are stacking up. Rhys Oates among the goal scorers again today. He opened the scoring, an own goal from Yanni made it 2-0. It was 3-0 before half-time with Armstrong getting on the score sheet. Maybe didn't overextend themselves.